The home inspection process. That's what we're talking about today, and it's starting right now. Hey, I'm Caitlin McKegg. I am a realtor here in Phoenix, and today I'm chatting with you about the home inspection process. Before I get started, if this is your first time to my channel, make sure you subscribe and click the bell for notifications. I post new videos every Friday, and you don't want to miss what I'm posting. If you're more of a social media person, I am on those channels as well, so go ahead and follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Okay, let's talk home inspections. This is a really important part of the process. In Arizona, when you are buying a house, you have a 10-day due diligence period per the real estate contract where you can bring a home inspector into the new property to inspect it top to bottom and let you know if they have any concerns, specifically concerning the larger systems in the house and any health or safety items. I highly encourage you to do this because it's really important to be sure that the house that you're buying is both safe and functional. Is there a cost? Yes, you will pay the home inspector a fee to do the home inspection and send you a report of all of the findings. That fee varies depending on the size of the house, and every inspector has a little bit of a different pricing schedule, but for the most part, you can expect that inspection to be anywhere between $400 to $650. Money well spent, in my opinion. If you don't know any home inspectors, that's fine. I have a lot of great recommendations of inspectors that I've worked with that I trust and know will do a great job for you. So if you want any recommendations, let me know and I'd be happy to provide those, especially during that time of the process. Now, if you feel comfortable waiving a home inspection, you can totally do that too. I don't recommend it personally, but that's a choice that's up to you, and you certainly don't have to do an inspection on a property that you're buying. Now, what is an inspector going to look for? They're taking a look at all of the major systems in the house, mainly the roof, the water heater, and the HVAC unit, which is the heating and air conditioning unit. In addition to that, they're looking at the foundation, assessing any settling issues in the house, running all of the appliances, checking the pool and spa if there is one, and checking for termites. As you can imagine, the inspection takes a little bit of time, usually about 3 hours or so, depending on the size of the house. Now, you don't have to be there that entire time. We let the inspector do his job, and then we meet him at the end of his inspection so he can give us a summary, point out any concerns, and answer your questions. The next day, you'll receive a detailed report of all of the findings so that we can reference back to that and decide what we'd like the seller to repair before we close on the house. As we get into this process, I always let my buyers know not to be concerned when the inspector points out a bunch of things, because that's their job. They're supposed to find everything and anything wrong with the house, small to large. At that point, that's when we need to assess what is an issue that could stop you from moving forward with this house. In my opinion, anything that's extremely costly or a health or safety issue is something that we can either negotiate being fixed before moving forward, or could possibly be the reason why you want to cancel the contract on that house. Some red flags to look out for: major issues with the roof or the AC system. It gets hot here in Phoenix in the summer, and you want to make sure that your AC is going to work well. Any major issues with the pool surface or the equipment. Those can both be costly items if we don't find out a solution before you close on the house. And finally, you really want to make sure the house has been well maintained over the years. If it's an older house, there's definitely going to be some wear and tear with age that's normal, and the inspector will let us know that. But there are some homes that have been neglected, unfortunately, and you can tell that parts of the house might be not taken care of well over the years. If we start seeing a lot of those indicators, it may not be the best house to move forward with unless you're willing to put in some work to get it back up to where it should be. The home inspector that we use is a general home inspector. He knows a lot about everything, but he doesn't know everything about each system in the house, specifically plumbing, HVAC, even pool items. He can make suggestions, but is not an expert on everything. So if we uncover something that we would like to be further inspected, during this 10-day period, you can bring back other inspectors that will look at these specific items. I always think that's a good idea if there's something that's really concerning and the inspector does not know enough to provide a recommendation on how to fix it. Having the inspection information is really helpful. It allows you to know the state of the house before you move in, and also allows you to refer back to this report after you own the house and decide what you might like to repair or update over the years. It's a good way to keep track of all of that information. Now remember, once the inspection is completed, you have the option to ask the seller to repair items that you would like repaired before we move forward in the process. Oftentimes, we come to a great agreement about what the seller's willing to repair for you as the buyer, or they'll provide a credit at close of escrow for the amount of those repairs, rather than doing the work themselves. There's a lot of ways we can come to a good agreement on this so that you can continue to move forward with the house of your dreams with low risk as far as inspection items are concerned. A good thing to keep in mind is a home warranty. If some of the major systems or appliances in the home are nearing the end of their life, you can always choose to add a home warranty to the house, and that will be a great way to protect you in case any of those appliances break. Each warranty company is different in what they cover and what their coverage options look like, but it at least gives you a little bit of security knowing that you could have someone come out to fix a broken appliance or possibly replace it. The home inspection process is such an important part of the home buying process, and I hope this information was helpful so that you better understand what to expect during this time frame. A quick stat for you to remember: 65% of deals fall apart during the home inspection process. So keep a positive attitude. You never know what you'll find during the inspection, but you'd rather know now than after you buy the house, right? Of course, if you have any questions about this process, need a recommendation, or just some clarification on how the home inspection process works, feel free to reach out to me anytime. I'm Caitlin McKegg with Berkshire Hathaway. Thank you for watching.